Excited?
Oh yeah.
Finally?
Finally. Got me a planer. Today we're going to introduce you to one of our new implements from First Products. It is a no-till seed drill we just got in. It's going to help us out tremendously this year. It's planting our food plots, our soybeans, corn, clover, whatever you can throw at this thing. This model here, we elected to get the ND-96, and it's a 3-point hitch non-pull type. As you can see here, which you can buy this same planer in the pull type, as I can still purchase the tongue for this one and it'll bolt right up to it. But I elected to go this way just for quicker turnarounds and stuff in tight spots in the field. And we're going to show you a little bit about the features on this planer and why we like it so much. And we'll get right into it. Just some of the things. Over here you have electronic openers. This will actually open your boxes and the seed openings to start dropping the seed in your tubes. And one thing this planer has that you won't see on the majority of planers out there is a seed agitator up in the seed boxes, and that's what we have here. This electric motor is going to run the agitator in this large seed box, which is where your bigger seed is going to go. And what that does is it turns and generates the seed to the opening faster, and it'll actually adjust your seed rate, which is how we get to these adjustments here. These electronic adjustments will adjust the speed of your auger, and that'll either increase or decrease how fast your seed is going to be dropping in the openings. That's basically what that's going to do. But before you get to that, it comes with, you know, everything your everyday planer would come with. You got your seed depth adjustment, your cultures, and this will adjust your cultures. And here's how you do that. You have your turnbuckles here that's going to adjust your seed depth back here. And then to set your cultures, you're going to want them about 1/4 inch lower than your seed depth. And you're going to hook this up to your tractor, get it parallel with the ground, set it on the ground with everything touching, and you're going to see how far off the ground your tires are. And you're going to want, according to how far your tires are off the ground, is how the depth of your cultures are going to be. Now this planer is pretty dummy proof, I guess you would say, of getting started. You really don't have to think about anything or do any calculations or nothing. You're just going to come back to this quick start guide back here on the back of the seed box. In our models, you can tell it has both a large and a small seed box. You can get just a large seed box. So you would come back here like I would, go to my soybeans, put them at 100 pounds an acre. It's going to tell you what seed plate to get. So your planer is going to come with 3 or 4 multiple sets of seed plates, and those seed plates are going to look just like this. And I'll show you where those are placed at here in a minute. So after you ensure you got the right seed plates in your planer, the controller motor is that motor in the front that adjusts the speed of your agitator. It wants you to set it on 5. And depending on how fast you're going to plant, I like to plant on 4 on a good flat, even ground that's not too bumpy. You're going to adjust your plate to the 4th position, which your plate adjustment is over here on the side. So this one's adjusted at 5 right now, but ideally you want to be at 4, and that's what this handy tool that comes with your planers for up here on top. So this tool right here comes on your planer with your planer. You won't lose it. You snap it back in there. You can adjust it right here loosen this nut. And see how easy that moves? It moved too easy on me, I went past it, so I need to come back to 4. And that'll adjust your seed plate in and out to adjust the opening size in there. So right now we're setting up to plant 100 pounds an acre at 4 miles per hour. You can put your wrench back up there. Remember, it said your speed, your motor of your speed motor needed to be on 5, which I think we're already there. Yeah, they're both on 5 actually, so we're good to go. I mean, I only need to adjust the large one, but they're both already on 5. And you would turn these on. You can turn them on, and you're gonna run the 1 power cord to the battery of your tractor. So after doing just those 2 things, or 3 things, to put in your seed plate in, we're actually ready to plant. You hook that up, power up to your tractor. You're gonna plug this in right here to your motor, and you got an easy on and off switch. And as soon as you toggle on, you're ready to plant. What happens when you hit that on switch? Your seed opens over here. We're gonna pull and open the seed box, and your agitators are gonna start turning, and you better start moving on your tractor because you're ready to plant. But to make sure you're putting your seed on at the right rate, you're gonna wanna calibrate your planter. But realistically, I mean, First Products has went out of their way to pretty much set this planter up for you to just 5 minutes, adjust it and go. But if you wanna calibrate your planter, you're gonna turn that on, run your agitator for a minute, and they already have the calculation for you in the back here. So what I said before, 100 pounds an acre, 1/2 inch plate, controller motor at 5, I'm gonna be going 4 miles an hour, have my seed plate adjusted to the 4 position over there on the side. Run this for a minute, and you should collect 6.06 pounds of seed. And if you're doing that, that puts you right on track to plant 100 pounds an acre. And that's all you need to do to get started. And the majority of your popular seeds are already on this chart. Clover, peas, wheat, ryegrass, oats. And that's all you need to do to get started. You'll be planting within 5 minutes. If you want to get more in depth, after you calibrate your planter to check how much seed you're putting out, you can come over here on this chart on the side. You can find how many pounds an acre you're putting out. For 1 minute of calibration, here's your pounds per acre. Say it put out, say you're wanna get 4, say it put out 5. So you know you're gonna get 4 miles an hour. Where's 5 at? So you're in between about 80, you're about 85 pounds an acre is what you're gonna be putting out. And what you can do, you can adjust your speed of your agitator, and that'll fine tune how many pounds an acre you're putting on, just like that. So, in conclusion, this planter is absolutely insane and legit, and just so easy set up to get anybody can start planting their food plots in 10 minutes with this seeder after it's delivered to you. You have the charts on the back, or you hook up your power, adjust your agitator speed, you hit the on button, seed opens, agitators go, you take off with your tractor, and you're gonna be planting. Another thing about First Products and why we like their planters is they're proudly made here in the USA, right in Tifton, Georgia, and they are factory direct. So you're cutting out all the middleman dealers. They make and produce these and sell these themselves and ship them directly to you. And that cuts down on the costs. And that makes their prices very appealing and appeal to me, because this planter is very well built. I mean, you're seeing it for yourself. There's nothing skimpy or cheaped out about it. All the metal's thick, good, nice welds. And that price point was appealing to us. Is the planter like this with just the one seed box runs you about $12,800 or $13,000, and then up from there you can you know, do your add-ons, your seed box, but you're talking about other planters the same size. So this is a 96, this is a 8-foot planter. You're talking 18,000 to 20,000 on the other brands that compete with this same size drill. So that is great right there. I know many of you are just hobby farmers trying to put food plots in, and you know, this is an actual good price point that you can buy a really good planter for. You're not buying, you know, junk. They say you get what you paid for. Well, this is lower price, but it's still just as good as everything else out there on the market. I guarantee that. And being made in the USA, you can't beat that. So you can't go wrong with this machine, and you can't go wrong with First Products. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. Go to their website. Everything they have for sale when they produce is right there, all their model of planters. And you can get you a quote and they'll take care of you right away.